Hello, everybody. It's me, Dana. It's Sunday, April 19th, 2015. I've been guided to get the cards out, and I wanted a message for myself and some confirmation of some things that have been going on for me. The last 24 to 48 hours were extremely challenging with the energy shifting going on for myself. And I'm sure those of you who are sensitive out there were experiencing some intense stuff as well. I was experiencing some deep healing and some intense sadness myself, and lots of information coming at me. I've been asking questions, why can't I remember this and why can't I remember that? And the answers have been coming up actually in some of my other questions. Why does this type of personality keep showing up in my world? And that was kind of the answer to the first one. Certain personality types were in my world earlier on, and I blocked out a lot of the memories. I blocked out the pain because it was too much. So it's coming back to me, some of these memories now. And as I heal and release the pain that it brings up, like I see it, I acknowledge it, and then I'll let it go. And if I wasn't able to do that, it would take a lot longer, this process. And I honestly believe I wouldn't be being shown these memories and these things at this time unless I was at the point in my journey where I could heal it and release it, because it wouldn't serve me to hold on to it, because it is the past and there is a reasons why I blocked it out. Okay. So as I was sitting here, I pulled two cards. The first card I pulled was Cave and Sanctuary, and this card came up in the last reading as well. So from the book, it's talking about the cave, and it says it not only offers a sanctuary, but also serves as a temple that houses the creative spirit, which eventually gives birth in the physical form of the artwork. I don't know if you can see that, but the man's diligently, he's quite engrossed in drawing his artwork on the cave wall. There is a quiet, still place inside of you that will always be available as a sanctuary. Yet finding such a space in the natural world will enhance and complement this internal place of peace. Whether it is a cave, a meadow, a forest, seashore, or any other setting in nature, this is where you can see, hear, and feel the presence of the Creator in your surroundings. Let it become a temple for your heart and soul. Rather than having your computer, television, and other human-made device or activity be your sanctuary, allow yourself to discover the perfect place in nature where you can simply be and breathe. Doing so bridges the connection between the internal and the external, facilitating a spiritual communion that allows your being to be aligned in dramatic and quiet reverie with all that is. In today's busy world, it becomes even more critical to set aside time for sanctuary, even if you have to schedule it. Put me, myself, and I, my happiness, my healing, my health, at the top of your list of things to take care of. It shouldn't be anywhere else. The other card I pulled was Dreamtime, creation, and they go together. And we need to find that cave, that sanctuary, that space where we can feel the freedom to get into our creative spirit, to get into our deep meditations, so that we can heal, so that we can find our answers, so that we can get into the creative highway and produce those things that have been wanting to be produced, to come out of our heart and soul, those projects or those thoughts or those feelings, those new new ways of doing things. You're just bursting with things that need to come out to come to life. And when you take the time to go into that sanctuary and connect with that inner part of you that knows all of those things that you're desiring to create and manifest. Time in dream time in creation will help it become a reality faster. That's why it's so important to prioritize these times. If we spend as much time prioritizing our self-care as we did our worries and our woes, my goodness. I mean, so maybe you can dedicate an hour or 5 to the television. I mean, keep track of how many hours you spend watching the television, and then really get honest with yourself. And when you say, I don't have time for meditation, I don't have time to sit in the park for half an hour, I don't have time to take care of myself. Well, that's a pretty crazy oxymoron, if you ask me. It's like, I don't have time to put fuel in the boat, and then you can't figure out why you're not getting anywhere. Hello. Meditation, time and sanctuary and creativity, and happy, nourishing space is how you fuel this vessel. It's kind of a requisite. And we've been lied to, most of us, our lives, and told that that was not good for us and that it wasn't good at all, actually. Daydreaming, lazy, sitting around doing nothing. Do you see all the negative connotations that have been attached to some of the things that have benefited us the most? So that's why you got to really take a good, hard, long look at things, and stop believing all the BS shit and limiting beliefs that we've all grown up with. We all have. It's all of us that have to step up and admit that it's messed up, because you can't solve a problem if you won't admit that there is one. All right? So the limiting beliefs and thoughts and ways that a lot of our parents and grandparents instilled upon us have all got to go. And it's not to disrespect them. They didn't know any better either. But our generation, we're awake enough, and we do know that there is a choice. And there's enough of us that do know that it doesn't make sense the way it's been going on. And it does make sense to come from the heart and to lift each other up and to co-create rather than to compete and knock each other down and make each other feel less than. We've been doing it backwards. Now we got enough of us doing it the other way. Everything changes. Creation, dream time. Close your eyes, tune into your breathing, and allow yourself to sink deeply into the heart of the living creation that you are. As you notice your breath becoming steady and slightly deeper than usual, observe the urge within you that is begging to come forth in some creative action. Pay attention to any images, sounds, or feelings that beckon your awareness, and there you will find the key as to the manner in which to express this magnificent pulse. Your breath is the crossover between spirit and physical reality. Breathing comfortably and steadily helps you align yourself with spirit, which then brings a clearer focus on what creative expression is preparing to be birthed through and from you. Discard any habitual thought patterns that would prevent the manifestation of what you are being prompted to bring forth. You got some. We all have them. It's very key and crucial at this time to start paying attention to those thoughts that stop you in your tracks, those thoughts that bring you down, You know, you're on a roll, you got a great idea, you're feeling inspired, you're feeling good, and then that thought comes in and it just kind of sucks some wind out of your sails. And then another thought comes with it. And then there's the other one. There's usually a train of them, a train of thought. Now it's up to you to make sure you stop that train in its tracks and go, whoa, 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 wait. No, you're not welcome here anymore. I've thought those thoughts that stopped me from doing everything and that kept me procrastinating for the past 100 years. I'm not listening to you anymore. Take a hike, Mike. I have some new thoughts, and these thoughts actually have got me believing in myself. Allow yourself to take risks with this self-expression, and all of creation will smile upon you. You know when you're in your zone. You know when you're inspired and you're feeling good. And you also know how to bring yourself down, right? A lot of us, if we don't know how to do it ourselves, well, we've got a posse of people we hang around with that'll do it for us, right? So that's another clue. If the posse's always in let's bring everybody down mode, then maybe it's time to find a new gang to hang around with, okay? And a lot of times that involves just cutting ourselves off from all of them and looking for our cave, for our sanctuary, and building up our connection with who we really are and our confidence to go back outside of the cave and express it without fear. It's not easy to be yourself in this world. You know, I find it funny that, we say that something that is original, that it's unique, it's one of a kind, there's only one of them, that it's priceless. Well, according to our DNA, we're all one of a kind. Therefore, we are priceless. So why do we take all these priceless, beautiful, unique, one-of-a-kind beings and then send them into a mass reproduction factory and tell them they all got to be the same? Which means they're less valuable. We have to stop feeding this system that tells us all that we're less valuable when we were all born priceless. Smiles to you. I hope this message is resonating with you and helping you enjoy the rest of your day. It's me, Dana.